The world you know is only a tiny fraction of what truly exists. Hidden deep inside forests, behind mountains, under ancient ruins, and far away from tourist maps, are places so surreal, so untouched, that even seasoned travelers don't know they're real. Today we unlock 10 of Earth's best-kept secrets, places almost no tourist has ever seen. We believe we've charted every corner, marked every destination, seen every wonder. Yet beyond the brochure, the planet keeps its quietest secrets. Walk softly, breathe slower, let wonder lead. Socotra Island, Yemen. Imagine landing on Earth, but feeling as though you've stepped onto another planet. A rare few arrive on Socotra's lonely shores, greeted by silence and alien forms. For centuries, sailors feared its spirits and impossible winds. Cut the bark, and a crimson resin bleeds, thick and dark as living memory. Rocks glow under an unfiltered sun. Beaches remain stark and empty beside impossibly turquoise water. Isolation guards it. Few flights, rugged land, and fragile infrastructure keep the curious at bay. Socotra feels like a dream the world forgot to wake from. Karahayit, Red Springs, Turkey. Most stop at Pamukkale's bright cascades. Few turn down the unassuming road to red water. A handful of pools blush with iron and heat, intimate as secrets spoken in steam. Local lore says the earth infuses these springs with fiery strength, soothing skin and weary hearts. Mineral air breathes clean, steam drifts like pale ghosts. The world blurs at the edges. Overshadowed by the cotton castle, Karahayit lingers modestly between village walls. Here, warmth and color meet in secret. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. In a furnace of the earth, colors ignite, yellows, greens and reds so vivid they defy reason. Stories tell of a place where the ground breathes poison and paints its warnings in firelight. Air hisses, salt bites the wind, heat shimmers like liquid glass over living chemistry, remote, blisteringly hot and logistically harsh. Danakil's beauty demands endurance and expert guides. These craters are a painter's tray lifted from the planet's molten heart. And beyond the mirage, more secrets wait. Pamukkale's travertine steps glow like frozen thunderheads. Mineral blues drift into gold as steam thins in the morning air. Layers upon layers of time poured and cooled. Shaped terraces that lead the eye to the horizon. Footprints soften, echoes fade, but the stone keeps the memory of water moving. Apostle Island's ice caves, USA. When winter clenches Lake Superior, stone cathedrals turn to crystal. The Ojibwe Onagichigami, the lake that lays a silver bridge to secret halls. Light refracts into 1,000 blues, footsteps drum hollow and soft in a hush of ice. Only when the lake hardens and the cold holds can you walk into this temporary cathedral. Come quick, the thaw keeps the key. Huacachina Oasis, Peru. In an ocean of dunes, a green eye opens, water ringed by palms and wind-sculpted sand. A legend whispers of a mourning maiden whose tears filled the basin, and she became the dune's guardian. Warm wind sings along the ridges, sand flows like silk, sun burns gold into the evening lake. Beyond Peru's famous highlands, this pocket hides in desert vastness. Often skimmed, rarely felt, Huacachina is a mirage that refused to vanish. Hinatuan Enchanted River, Philippines, a river so blue it seems conjured, emerging from the ground without a known end. Encantos guard the water, elders say. At the bell's hymn, fish rise from shadow, then vanish like a spell uncast. Clarity like flawless glass, leaves kiss the surface, the jungle breathes in cool mist. Far from hubs and highways, it keeps to winding roads and local reverence. It's a mirror that looks back from somewhere deeper than water. Sand ripple to water, ripple to ice ripple, each a heartbeat of the planet. Desert wind writes its script. Lakes answer with shimmer, and winter replies in crystal syllables. Follow the rhythm, and you can hear landscapes speaking to one another across distance. Marble Caves, Chile. On Patagonia's cold blue lake, a boat slips into stone, made soft by time. They say a gentle giant polished these walls to capture dawn and dusk forever. Turquoise light bounces, painting the marble in azure, sapphire, and sudden emerald. General Carrera Lake cradles these caves, reachable only by small boats when the wind calms. Waves paint the ceilings with shifting light, revealing veins of calcium carved over millennia. Far down the Carretera Austral, over windswept water and fickle weather, beauty with a toll of miles. A cathedral carved by water, lit by a lake's moving sky. Huanglong Scenic Area, China. In a valley stitched with myths, water holds the colors of the heavens. Tales tell of a goddess's mirror shattered into pools, each a fragment still reflecting the sky. Pines breathe cold perfume, travertine stairs overflow into aquamarine, topaz, jade. Here at over 3,000 meters, calcite builds natural dams called travertine. Snowmelt feeds the terraces and protected trails keep the pools clear as glass. Strict protections, remote mountain roads, and seasons that close the door keep its quiet intact. This is where color slows into prayer. Clouds roll through the Hengduan and Andean ranges like slow rivers of sky. Pines whisper in thin air, and far valleys hold mirrors of turquoise and topaz. Roads narrow, seasons decide, and patience becomes the only ticket to the high country's quiet glow. Cuelap Fortress, Peru. High in the cloud forest, a walled city breathes in mist and memory. The Chachapoyas, cloud warriors, built circles to honor cycles of sun and moon. Wet earth, lichen soft walls, fog that reveals and conceals like a living veil. Remote ridges and steep trails kept it apart. Even now, it lies beyond the usual maps. Cuelap is a fortress that still keeps its watch above the clouds. Senja Island, Norway, where mountains fall steep into the sea, quiet fjords hide between shadows. Fishermen speak softly of sea spirits that smooth the water for safe passage at dawn. Air tastes of salt and snow, kelp sighs on black stone, light turns glacial blue to molten gold. Senja's Oxhorn peaks, devil's teeth, cut straight into the Norwegian Sea. In summer, the midnight sun glows. In winter, brief weather windows reveal aurora over silent coves. Far from Norway's headline icons, with weather that keeps its own calendar, Senja chooses its visitors. In the hush between peaks, the sea remembers how to whisper. From fjords to forests to deserts, the camera traces old trade winds and animal paths. Coastlines braid with mountains, dunes remember ancient seas. Every turn hints at another hidden refuge, another story waiting just beyond the next ridge. Our planet still holds its secrets close, guarded by distance, by storms, by time. These are not destinations but moments, wilder, quieter, more mysterious than any brochure can bear. Step lightly, keep the silence. Let the stories stay near the places that shaped them. The world you know is only a fraction. The rest waits, patient, just beyond the edge of the map.